Hey everybody, it's Heidi Burkemper coming to you from Aspen, Colorado, my dream life, my dream place to live. And this is what happens when, 4.5 years ago, almost 5 years ago, it's been almost 5 years now, I really made a decision and I dove into this and recognized it as the amazing business that it is, and have built a business that has allowed me to be the architect of my own life. And that's what this is all about. It's freeing people from physical and financial pain and physical and financial stress. So these next 90 days are going to be critical and crucial. And I'm going to just really quick tell you a couple things I've been thinking about. One, I think we need to get really intentional. I love our Facebook system. Don't get me wrong. It's awesome. It's a phenomenal tool. But I really want to encourage everybody to step up to the plate. Don't hide behind Facebook, although it's a wonderful tool and it's part of the process, right? It's definitely part of the process. But you know what? Put your big girl panties on, grow some balls, and get out there and be very, very intentional and talk to people on the phone. Make those phone calls. Saying less is more. So when you're inviting someone to take a look at what we have, create intrigue. Hi, create intrigue. I'm with a company that is absolutely growing by leaps and bounds. We're freeing people from physical and financial pain. I would love to tell you about it. Do you have 20 minutes where I could tell you about something that I am so super passionate? It may or may not be a fit for you, but I would just love the opportunity to tell you about what I'm doing and why. And even if it's not a fit for you, you may know someone who I could help. Okay, and I want everybody to really put that hat on, that posture. It's not what you say, it's how you say it. It's that posture. It's that coming from the heart rather than the head. I know you guys know what I mean. It's not, oh my gosh, we have the most unbelievable shake we have cows from Australia and we don't, have any toxins in our shake, and we blah, 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 blah. We have 8 live active enzymes and people don't care. And we have 70 trace minerals. Come from the heart at first, at least at first, you come from the heart. Then when people ask questions and they want to know what's in the shakes, use the tools. Okay. Network marketers. I was just talking to Danielle this morning and we were talking about, she's just brought on a couple people from Beachbody. And, the learning curve is shortened. And sometimes you bring in a whole troop of people. So don't be afraid of that. Next, let's talk about our 90-day game plan, and let's really dig into what our focus should be. Weeks 1 and 2, starting today, week 1. Weeks 1 and 2 should really be about recruiting. You should be focused on recruiting, sharing the story. How many times have you told the isogenic story per day? Keep it real simple. As Michael Klaus says, keep the main thing the main thing. And that's the main thing. How many people have you shared? How many people have you added to RPRR? How many people have you followed up with? How many people have you actually gotten on the phone with and had a heart-to-heart conversation? That's when the magic happens. And so these first 2 weeks are about recruiting. The third week, and this is following corporate's 90-day game plan, is our launch party week. So I want you all to think, we're people on this call, on this Zoom call. Joe and Bianca are down there in Florida, and Emily is calling in from Houston, and Debbie's in Ohio, and Rita's in St. Louis. We're from all different places. Take the reins of your business and schedule a launch party. for you and your team, or for just you. If it's just you, plan that launch party. That's what I did. And guess what? Almost 5 years ago, a lot of times it was just me and Ricky. I had one person that I could count on. Emily showed up like once in a blue moon. But now she's here consistently. So you got to start somewhere, start. So first and second week are recruiting. Third week is launch party. Fourth week is we develop consultants. We promote. So, and that's what we do it again and again and again. First and second week, recruit. It's the lifeblood of our business. We can't have a launch party or promote anybody without recruiting. So we recruit first 2 weeks. Third week, launch party. We have free enrollment. So those people that are in that recruiting process, that third week is going to be magic. We're going to enroll them. If not the first 2 weeks, we're going to enroll them that third week. The fourth week is you plus 2, them plus 2. So that's really how I want you guys to be thinking about this. Okay, I'm going to go over a few housekeeping items right now, and we're going to go to share screen. My desktop. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and mute everybody again. And we are going to open this up to everybody because in a minute, here, because I want to hear from all of you. Okay. All right, great. Okay, we're just going to go through this really quick. Can everybody see my screen? Here, I'm going to unmute Ricky. Oh, God, this is so hard. Can somebody unmute themselves? This is not working on my end.
Hey, Heidi. We can see your screen, girl.
You can see the screen. Okay, wonderful. Okay, so Isagenix, you guys, we've got everything in place. Now let's go ahead and, we know the Nike swoosh, we know the Apple. We're going to bring the Isagenix Angel to critical mass. We have such an awesome team. Okay, and remember the turkey trot to executive. You guys, by Thanksgiving, who's going for executive? I know I'm going for executive again. I currently have about 14 consultants. I want to have 24 by Thanksgiving, and you're going to be rewarded for that. I want to mention really quick, I hope all of you know. If you don't know, contact somebody on your team or contact me after this call. I hope you all know about the issues we've been having with permalink. Basically, the reason we're having issues with our Facebook group, RPRR, and the search feature, finding people, etc., is because Facebook is looking at us as if we're robots because we're using these permalinks. Jill Bowman, who has far more people in her group than we have in ours, does not use permalinks, and they've never had this problem. And I want to share this message from Jackie, that she has, encouraged her team to stop using the permalinks, and she's stopped using the permalinks. And she says, I just want to say that my search feature is already working almost every time now. So I believe that the quicker we get our teams out of permalink mode, the faster this will resolve. I really do not think it will take weeks, and I'm super excited. Thank you so much, Lynn. Let's beat the drum with our teams and make sure everyone gets this message. Our group will work flawlessly again. So, to me, this has brought something to my attention. We can't act like robots. We can't act like robots. And I'm guilty of doing it. It's like, don't take the easy way out. The easy way is the hard way in the end. And this is just proof in the pudding that shows that, we need to make a heart-to-heart connection with the people in this. Okay, the $1 Million Challenge. If you're not signed up, I hope you're all signed up. Get in there, go to your back office and sign up for the $1 Million Challenge right away. There's tons. I'm not going to go into the details of it. You can read about it. but there's tons of prizes and money, $1 million, that Isagenix is going to be offering for those who sign up for this $1 million challenge. Sign up today and it will retroactively, if you sign up by September, I think it's September 6th, it will retroactively accrue anything you've done since August 1st. Okay, Celebration Blitz. I was lucky enough to go to a Celebration Blitz with Trevi Bennett and Paul, and Trevi's cousin was there, which was super fun, in Denver, and it was hosted by none other than Angelique and David Norrie, and they were phenomenal. And, you know, Paul really has committed, and I'm very excited about this. Paul's committed and excited to be more a part of our group and you know, to become you know, somebody that you can really call and utilize as you're building your business. When you have men coming on your team, when you have athletes coming on your team, when you have business people, I highly encourage you to utilize Paul. He's been absolutely unbelievable for my business. And seeing Angelique and David Norrie having this wonderful life together and building this incredible business together with their two little cute, amazing little girls, it was just really inspiring. So the other thing is Super Saturday in St. Louis. Ricky, if you're there, I know you wanted to mention something about driving for this, you know, making calls and really promoting this Super Saturday rather than having the healthy hour this week.
Yeah, thanks, Heidi. I don't know if you can see me. I'm on my cell phone. I don't know how, I typically call from my computer, but regardless, I threw out a message this morning that we are having our, you know, healthy hours the first week of the month, every month, and we pushed it last month to the end of August because of celebration. And due to our upcoming Super Saturday here in St. Louis, I would rather see people push to get, you know, new guests to to Super Saturday here in St. Louis. If you don't have the link, you know, let us know. We'll make sure you have the link to sign up. It will be worth the drive. And the first part of the event will be a why Isagenix, why now? So more on the opportunity. So let's push and drive guests to come there as well as our team. And, you know, I was thinking this morning about, you know, working for yourself or working for someone else. And, you know, when I worked in the pharmaceutical industry, you know, I worked my tail off. I mean, I did everything I was supposed to do. I worked so hard, but I wasn't even working for myself. I was benefiting, you know, the larger company. So it blows me away sometimes when people work harder for others than they do for their own business. And, you know, whether it's an hour drive, a 3-hour drive, you know, I encourage everyone, if it's if it's 4 hours or less, you need to be there, and you should be there with your teams. Because being corporate trained and having us all come together as a team, regardless if you're financially linked to this group, you need to be there. Heidi and I and Michelle Burton got in a car and drove 4 hours in November. I remember the weekend well. It was my anniversary. And it was the first weekend in November in 2011. And I was like, okay, I want to go and see what this is all about. Sorry, I'm missing my anniversary. I'm going. Celebration this past week or this past month, you know, I missed my son's birthday. I mean, there are always things going on, guys. There are always things going on. And it's fine. If you can't make it and you have a reason, you know, it's legit, you know, that's fine. But do your best to get to another Super Saturday if it's not the St. Louis Super Saturday. Jump on a plane, go to the Arizona. They're all over the place. And really, if you're serious about this business, you need to commit to being corporate trained. And it's really hard. One thing I'll tell you is, you know, it's really hard to ask others to go if you're not going yourself. And that's what I said to my son when I told him I was going to miss his birthday. I said, you know what, this is part of my responsibility as a team, as a leader in my team, as a leader within the bigger company. I need to be there. How can I ask others to be there if I'm not showing up myself? So, that's what I'll tell you. I was talking with Lynn as well, and she said, we need to, we don't know. There's a gazillion people, that want this, but the people who raise their hand and show up are the ones that we can see are serious. And because I was asking Lynn, how does she decide who to work with? How does she know? And that's how we know. I mean, I know I'm speaking to the choir because you guys are all here on this call, but I'm encouraging you to do the same for your team. See who's raising their hand, see who's reaching out. And if they're not, let's go find others who want this, because I promise you they're out there and we have plenty of time to reach out to them and lobby for them to get to to our Super Saturday. Even if they can't stay the entire day, I highly recommend that you get there and bring others with you. Cool.
I love it, Vicki. We can't see your face, but we can certainly hear your passion. And Alex, Vicki's son's birthday is it August 8th? Is that right?
Yeah.
August 8th, and my son's birthday is August 6th. So every year, Ricky and I, we make it work. I mean, I know I told Criffy, hey, Criff, we're going to celebrate your birthday the entire week. I'm leaving on August 6th. I hate that, but you know what? It's just a day, and we're going to celebrate August 1st through 5th. And you do. I love that you do have to make sacrifices. And you know what? I think because we have, we get to have the reins because it is our own business. Oftentimes we don't make the sacrifices, and oftentimes, in the corporate world, they wouldn't care if it were Alex and Criffy's birthday. They'd say, "I'm sorry, you have to be there anyway." And so I think commitment. I guess that's what we're really, really talking about is commitment. And I love that. So bottom line, we're going to cancel, right, Ricky, the healthy hour for this week. And, who do you know, even if you're not in St. Louis, guys, who do you know in St. Louis? Who do you know? Look at isagenixevents.com. I've been doing this. I know that Debbie Davison is hosting a Super Saturday, or there's a Super Saturday, actually, I think it's with Susan Sly. Right, Debbie, you can unmute yourself. In Cincinnati or in
It's
Ohio?
in Columbus. It's in Columbus, Ohio, on the 10th of September.
On the 10th.
With Susan Sly and Cindy Walters.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Who do you know? Who do you know in Columbus, Ohio? Who do you know who knows somebody in Columbus, Ohio? Guys, I invite all of you. I fuel my body with our amazing products, and I fuel my business with the events, with the Super Saturdays, with the Celebration Blitz that I went to yesterday, with NYKO, with an Isagenix University, I'm very excited about this, with this Tony Robbins event. And if anyone's interested in attending this with me, this is the thing about this event. You're going to a place with all the same like-minded people as we have at our events, except they're not enrolled with Isagenix yet. So this I look at is not only an amazing personal growth opportunity, but also a prospecting opportunity. And I know that Danielle and others from her team have gone. Not only have they had an amazing experience, but they've also found new team members and business builders. So, if you want to find like-minded people, come to this with me. I am so excited to see Tony Robbins. Invest in yourself. Invest in your business. If you aren't signed up for New Year's kickoff, you guys register now. There's something about making that commitment that will drive you through these 90 days. I'm telling you, I've already registered. I already have my hotel room. It's like, okay, I'm set for the next event. Who am I these next 90 days, I'm going to find new people to come with me to this. I'm going, like Ricky said, if you don't go, no one else is going to go. So that is housekeeping. Now we're going to go to the ISA Dream Team really quick, and I'm going to take a quick tour. And I want you guys, this is our website. It's not my website. It's our website. So people are always asking me, and guys, there is some background noise. If you can mute yourself just for, thank you. There is so much content on this website, and it's all in one place. So first of all, the 3 prospecting tracking sheets. If you listen to Lynn's Facebook Live explaining our Facebook system, this is all in congruency with that. And what we've done here with these 3 prospecting sheets is make it even simpler and step-by-step for all of you. So the first, well, here, just going to go over this, and I might be preaching to the choir, and you might have heard this 10 times, but you need to hear it again, because you need to be able to tell your new people how to find these tracking sheets and how to use these tracking sheets. So mission control is everything on 2 pages, okay? With live links. Learn how to get paid. Listen to the Facebook training. There's so much good stuff on these 2 pages. The tracking sheets are everything. It's all the same. It's everything that's on mission control divided into a step-by-step system. So think about it, guys. We are working with 3 groups of people. We are working with prospects in an effort to convert them to product users. We are working with product users in an effort to ensure that they have and maximize their product experience. We are working with new business builders who raise their hand, like Ricky said, and say, hey, I'm interested in doing this. I want to go on this journey with you. So we're working with 3 separate groups of people, and we need to do 3 separate, a variety of 3 separate things with each of those 3 groups of people. So the prospecting tracking sheet, you guys, this is everything's here. The invitation to take a look. If you click on that, you're going to find, what to do. These are some short videos. So, this really categorizes and systemizes everything that we need to do. And and it says exactly what to do. Hey, you can send someone a private message. I hope you're doing great. I'm reaching out for a reason. You guys know all this. And if you don't, it's right here. It is right here. Once someone says, yeah, I'm interested in looking at the isogenic solutions, you add them to our PRR, okay, with the welcome posts, okay? And this tells exactly what to do. And what I love about this is these link to the content that is appropriate to what you're doing when. Okay, so I'm not going to go through all of these, but this is magic when you can tell somebody exactly how to build this business. Once they convert, to a product user, we are here. We want to send them the welcome email. You've enrolled them now. And now you send them a welcome email. You conduct the orientation call. You add and welcome them to Fresh Start, our product support page. This is turnkey. It's absolutely like a monkey could do it, really. But a monkey couldn't do it because you know what? Like I said at the very beginning of this call, we connect at a heart level. This is the process, but in the main thing and the glue that holds all of these steps together is making a connection with somebody. It's getting to their why. It's asking them questions like, if time and money were no object, what would you be doing? I want you to think about that. It may not be a question someone answers, but I will say that to people. If time and money were no object, what would you be doing? Would you be traveling more? What are you passionate about? Think about that, because this opportunity can provide that. So anyway, these are the tracking sheets, and this is what I'm super excited to announce. Over Celebration, I've always had a ton of respect for Angie Lyle, Marianne Carlson, Meg Crawley. I hope they're on right now. And they actually, Marianne reached out to me, which I was so, I was really honored that she did so, and said, hey, the Wednesday calls that Lynn does are so good, but they're very high level. And she really focuses not so much on system, but on concepts and ideas, which is great. It's high level. What we're going to do for the next 12 to 13 weeks is on these Monday calls is we have a group of leaders, including Angie and Marianne, who's just an expert. I mean, she taught me so much about enrolling somebody that I didn't know. And we're going to go through these tracking sheets, and the calls are going to be hosted by a different person each week. We're going to have the agenda out shortly of these Monday calls that are really going to drill down on the brass tacks and nuts and bolts of building this business. And I'm very, very excited about this. At the end of these 90 days, if your business, hopefully your business is to the next level. If you're a 1-star, at the end of the 90 days, you're going to be a 2-star. If you're a manager right now, you're going to be a director or an executive at the end of these 90 days. But if nothing else, if you plug into this call series, after these 90 days, you're going to know how to build this business. And I know for certain, I have 2 children in college right now, and just their tuition's due, and it's a lot. And they're not getting paid, they're paying to get educated. So you have the opportunity here to not have to pay a thing and to learn the nuts and bolts and the tools to build a multiple 6-figure income, to build a 7-figure income, to set your family free financially. Okay, to wrap things up, there's always a place on the ISA Dream Team on the homepage called Team Initiatives. Right now, our team initiative is the 90-day game plan. Okay, so that probably will always be there. If you don't have a hard copy, which you can find and order from ISA Sales Tools, you can actually download it right from here. You can click on this link, and you can download a virtual 90-day game plan workbook. After New Year's kickoff, we're going to have the Breakthrough to the Beach initiative, team initiative. Some of you earned that trip. This 90-day game plan with Tracy O'Malley, I keep talking about, making a heart-to-heart connection. I highly encourage you to listen to this. I know some of you have, many of you have. It's 1 hour and 32 minutes. It's a lot of time. It's one of the best trainings I've seen. I mean, she's so raw and real. Okay, archived calls and webinars. So many of you, and I'll get at least 4 private messages after this normally, hopefully not after this, but hey Heidi, where can I find the recording of this? Well guys, it might take 24 hours to upload it to our YouTube channel, but here they are, the Monday motivational calls. There's a link, and here's all the ISA Dream Team calls. So like last week, we talked about the turkey trot. Here's last week's. The week before that was a recap of Celebration. The week before that was preparing for Celebration. So these are all found on this link. And by tomorrow, this recording will be on our Monday motivational calls. Here is the RPRR success videos with Lynn. This to me is, stop using permalinks. You can find it here. Evernote overview. I'm just getting into Evernote. I've always thought, well, what's the difference? Evernote versus Google Docs. There's a lot of things with Evernote that I found are an upgrade to Google Docs, which I've been using. So this is something, if you're brand new, don't worry about this. Just take one step at a time and focus on recruiting. But, if you're growing a team and you're in this for the long haul, like everyone on this call, I'm sure is, this is something I think we need in the nooks and crannies of our lives to learn, this Evernote. It's really great. So, that is where we can find that. The Monday evening take action call. This is Warren Lance's call, who's our upline. He's way up there. And he gets so many phenomenal people on this call. I don't know if you guys saw Jason Liu at Celebration. He was one of my favorite pieces. Here's, a doctor. I mean, there's just so many good things. There's Joy, our buddy Joy, David Jilks. Such great content there. But I don't want anyone to get hooked into just listening to all these calls and webinars. And here's the thing, and listen very, very closely to this. You will learn way more by actually doing this business while locking arms with a mentor. Don't do it alone, but you will learn way more in building a business by recruiting, by making phone calls, by actually getting in the game. And I say this all the time, but it's like my daughter's a tennis player. This is how she got good. Not by sitting at home reading a book on how to play tennis or even watching videos on how to play tennis. It might help, but she got out there with a coach and she hit the ball. Don't be afraid of it. Don't be afraid of hitting the ball over the, which I do all the time, hitting the ball over the not the net, but the whole tennis court. I do that. I'm a spaz. Your coach will help you tweak that, and you're going to learn the business by doing that. So, okay. And last but not least, our team calendar. Oh my gosh, guys, everyone's like, where's this? When is this? How do I find this? The first thing I'm going to do is, Ricky, are you there? Can I edit this and cancel this? The healthy hour? Oh, you can't see. Oh, you can see my screen. Here's the celebration. Here we are. Okay. So we're going to go into September. Here's the St. Louis Super Saturday. Guys, if you click on that, you're going to find, you're going to find the link to signing up for that. Okay. So you click on the link and you go to tickets, and how many guests are you going to bring to Super Saturday? And this is the St. Louis one. It can be anyone. Think about it. Visualize how many guests am I going to bring, and then you're going to definitely buy one for yourself. Okay, and you're going to check out. I know I'm going through all this stuff, which is very. But this is what you do. Okay. If you find something on the ISA Dream Team that needs to be edited, please let me know. It's funny because Lynn was saying that, this whole Facebook fiasco with the permalinks and people not being able to find their content and their posts, she got a few people getting really angry with her, as if she's the queen of Facebook. If she's the ruler of Facebook. This is our website, so please take ownership of it. Please take ownership of your business. Take ownership. This is ours. We're the ISA Dream Team. team. Together, everyone achieves more. And then the last, here. Okay, so don't forget about our Freedom Friday call weekly with Danielle. Get your new people on that. Get on there. I was on last week and I learned, you're going to learn, no matter how seasoned you are, you're going to learn something new. She does an awesome job. And then, of course, we have our Wednesday Be In It to Win It 13-week team Zoom series with Lynn. And again, you can find all of the information right there. Here's how you register. Okay, so I hope this is helpful. The other thing, Jennifer is uploading all of our team pictures from Celebration, from Breakthrough to the Beach. And so you're going to see a whole new set of pictures down here, which I'm really excited about. Okay, you guys, go ahead and unmute yourself. And are there any questions? I know this has been a long call, but a good one. Anybody have any questions? Come on, guys.
Hey, Heidi.
Hi, Joe. How are you?
Doing good. Just got to Florida yesterday afternoon, and Bianca and I are trying to drum up some business to do here for the next week. Got to meet with Teresa O'Keefe yesterday. She's really on the ball. So
Awesome.
it's good. Hey, I have a request. Just a couple of things that you set as activities for last week. I neglected to bring my sheet down here with me. The Sunday night picture that you'd like us to do and post with a hashtag of something. Could you give me that again? And was there another recommended weekly assignment that you wanted us to do? I'm trying to remember. This was last week.
Okay, I will repeat this because I think it's really important. The first 2 weeks, guys, of every month in our 90-day game plan, focus on recruiting. Recruit. How many times a day? How many times a week? How many times have you shared the story of Isagenix? And to me, that means inviting people to and adding them into our PRR, following up, having a heart-to-heart conversation with somebody. Okay, recruit. On the first and second weeks. The third week is launch party. So no matter where you are, if you don't have a launch party in your team that you can plug into, okay, create your own. Create your own. And if you're talking to pillows, okay, that's great practice. You know, it's good practice. I did it for many, 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 many times, and it made me better. It's part of learning and building this business. The fourth week is developing and promoting consultants, managers. So, you know, so you're digging into your team and you're saying, Tara, who are 2 people that you can think of that would want to get healthier and save money on their groceries? Can you think of 2 people? You guys, I've had somebody saying no to me. Move on. Move on. If they can't think of 2 people that want to get healthy and save money on their groceries, they're probably not a good fit for this business. And it's probably an excuse saying everyone knows 2 people who want to get healthy. So, you know, use your time wisely, because work smarter, not harder. Find those blue beetles. They are out there. They're out there. There's lots of them. We just have to find them. So, Joe, does that answer your question? And I love the idea of every Sunday in our idea exchange to kind of put the week's hashtag recruiting week, you know, launch party week. I love that.
Heidi, did you make a suggestion, though, to have a placard and take a picture and post it, and there was a hashtag, some word you wanted us to use?
Up level.
Yeah, up level. Okay. And what specifically were you suggesting we put on the placard that we take a picture of? Was it our goals for the week?
Okay, you know what? Who here has done it? Raise your hand. Who here has had success
Debbie
with it?
has,
What's it?
Debbie over there, she did it.
I know. I saw Debbie's. I saw Jordan's. I saw. Here's the thing. I'll show you how to do that, and I'll post it in the idea exchange. I'm kind of getting out of that whole thing. I don't know. I have not. I've done it several times. To me, it's not income producing activity. Debbie, have you had success with it?
No, and I know Lisa's not for it at all.
Yeah. Another time waster to me.
Yeah.
Another,
She said it's a distraction.
I
Yeah.
agree. And, I think people try to think up all these ideas as, like instead of working out, I'm going to post a
No,
thing. I love to work out.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't, call somebody and say, come to the gym with me, come to the gym with me. Call them and ask them to come to the gym with me. If I were to post something on my wall that said, yoga's amazing. I love Arjuna yoga. I feel this, and this. Do you really think anyone would show up to me at yoga this afternoon with me? I doubt it. If I called Trevi and I called a couple people from Aspen and said, hey guys, will you join me for yoga? You know what? I've already done it, and Trevi's joining me for yoga today. So that's I just feel like it's wimpy. Let's be strong. Let's put on our big girl panties and let's go get it. Let's quit hiding behind the fear. We have something so extraordinary to share with people that how dare us be stingy and not share this with other people. Not everybody's interested. But you know what? 5 years ago, I was not a happy camper. We were in a terrible place financially. My health wasn't good. I have transformed my life, my family's life, through this, not me, we have, through this incredible vehicle. How dare I be stingy and not share it? And how dare I stand behind and not be direct? And, I just think we need to take it up a level. We need to take it up a level. And that to me means calling people and sharing what we're so passionate about. That's just my view. Sorry. Anybody else? What's that?
That answered my question. Thank you.
Thanks, Jeff.
Heidi,
Rita.
hi there. I was just wondering, have you added Lynn's video from Sunday into the Ice Dream Team website? She had that impromptu
Her
one.
Facebook Live.
Yes.
Okay. Did you see that? Was it awesome? I did not.
I only got through part of it because I ended up having an impromptu launch party yesterday. Steve signed up somebody. Some training and launching, kind of impromptu. So I didn't get to watch it all, but I did watch quite a bit of it, and I wanted to see the rest of it. So,
okay. Does anybody know? I'm going to show you how to look it up on Success, on the Facebook Success page. Does anybody know if you can grab a link and post it? I don't know, on a Facebook Live. I guess you could. I could grab the permalink. Here, let me show you how to do this. Okay, if I go to Facebook, Rita, can everybody see my,
Yeah, we can see your screen.
okay, sorry. Here we go. Okay, so if we go to Success, and really we can probably scroll down because it's probably pretty high up on the news feed. Okay, there's her Evernote. So I'm going to put Lynn Hagedorn, Facebook Live. Okay, nothing comes. Oh yeah, here we go. Okay, here it is. You see this? Join me as I draw out our Facebook prospecting system. Now, if I go on this, let me see here.
I thought I'd come to you and draw out our Facebook system because this just gets me so excited. And when this was first drawn out for me,
Okay. So this is what I'm going to do. God, I love this. Don't you guys absolutely love the way we can communicate no matter where we are? Okay, look at what I'm doing. Here is the link to Lynn's Facebook Live training. Whoop. Okay, I hope this works. Let's try it. There we go. It goes right to it. Do you see that?
Heidi, is that going to cause any problems using permalink again, or is it just if we use it to put things into our?
See, I don't know. That's a good question, and I think it should be fine on that because there we go. You know what? I think it should be fine on that because other people aren't going in to comment on it. Does that make sense? So it's not going to look at it. It's just sharing a link. It's not as if people are going in there to comment on it. And Facebook would say, oh my God, there's all these people going in to comment on this permalink. Well, I don't know. I should shut up. I don't know. Oh. Anybody else?
You know, I'm linking to that link that you put in the idea exchange, and it's just coming up with all of Lynn's comments. It's not coming up with that particular one. I don't know if anybody else is having that same thing pop up, but it's just all of her comments. But I may have to scroll quite a ways to get to that particular video. Still not seeing it. It's just all of Lynn's success. It's everything. It's the whole entire. You have to scroll quite a ways to get to it.
Okay, now when I go to it, it goes straight to it. That's so weird. Okay, wait. Watch this. Okay, go to Facebook and our idea exchange group. Oh, wait, sorry. Okay, so here's the link to Lynn's Facebook Live training. Now, when I click on this, it goes straight to it.
Yeah. Heidi,
Uh-huh.
I'd like to make two comments. Yes, I had it go straight to it. And also, that is not actually a permalink. It's just a link to that particular post. The permalink you would have had to have gotten from going under the date like that.
Yeah, you're right. Okay.
So it's not even a permalink.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
We're going to be Facebook experts by the time this is all over. But Emily, try it again.
I'm going to. This is the third time. I'm just hitting the link from my phone. I'm doing it from my phone.
Huh.
No. It's just Lynn's posts, but you have to scroll for a ways.
So strange. Okay, anybody else? Let's wrap it up. But you guys.
I have one comment about. I know that you guys are canceling the Fresh Start things for this week. That makes sense. But if you said something about free enrollment, is that going to be next week during the third week? Do you know that? Has that been told kind of to leaders that yes, that's coming? And then if so, if you mentioned everybody do a launch party. I know that when you have something going and then you're incorporating people into that with a free membership, it's a lot more inviting for people to, they're more excited because it's just that week to get started. So I was just curious if, people are thinking to recreate something next week in St. Louis or not. I know down here I'm going to have something here next week, but it's a different market. So
here's the thing. It's interesting. They're really, Isogenics is not great about proactively letting people know, okay, these are the recruiting weeks. Here's the launch party week. Because what happens is, as we know, during launch party week, we get free enrollment. And Isogenics corporate doesn't want everyone holding their orders
Right.
for the launch party week. So I have to be careful with that. We have to be careful with that. We don't want, launch party weeks obviously are going to be the higher enrollment weeks. It just will be. But, we don't want to be talking about this, right now, hey, it's launch party week next Monday and you get free enrollment. Then everybody's holding their orders and no one's going to sign up. So we just have to be kind of careful. But as a group, yeah, next week's launch party week.
So it could be anything. I mean, it could be free shipping. It could be, there seems like there's always just something fun and exciting during that. But I don't know if you guys are signed up in the back office for the 90-day game plan, but when you dig in there, you do the first week and it tells you what Heidi's been saying as far as, this goes on this week or this is going on this week as far as how to run your business. And it gives you stuff to do that goes right hand in hand with your 90-day game plan. So it helps you drill down into it. Last week was good. It was only 5 minutes, but it was really getting streamlined with your why. So if you did that work,
Yeah. Thanks, yeah, I'm really excited, like I said, to dig in this 90 days and have this this step-by-step, really drilling down on how to build this business. Each like enrollment, details and specifics of how to enroll somebody, the new associate, all of that. So we're gonna really get good at that. Anybody else before we move on, wrap it up? I love for everyone to participate. Okay, well, I absolutely love our Monday calls and just all of us being able to come together and collaborate as a team. Was it helpful to go through the theisadreamteam.com and see how to find everything? I don't know another place to do that. I don't know, I'm really excited about this. And, we're all moving so fast that Lynn's doing stuff, Lisa's doing stuff, we're doing stuff, we're all doing stuff. But what I want to say is two things. Commitment. No one wants to join somebody who doesn't know where they're going. People want to follow people that know where they're going. So if you're just adding people to real people, real results, and not following up and not having a conversation, I know that wouldn't have resonated with me. I'd be like, oh, another thing. I don't have time for that. I mean, someone had to have a conversation with me, a heart-to-heart conversation, create intrigue. So commitment and communication, real communication. And I'm, like I said, so excited about the next 12, 13 weeks. I'd love to invite, like Emily, I know I put you on that. I know you might be looking at it going, it's another thing. Emily, Joe, would love to have you participate on our call tomorrow, if you can, on this leadership call to roll this out. And the one other thing I wanted to say before wrapping up is, if you're newer, please don't get confused or feel like, oh, there's so much information. This is a very, very simple business. And, this 90-day game plan, we basically do over and over and over and over again. And the context of how we work our business in those three categories of prospecting, working with product users to maximize their product experience, and working with new business builders to teach and coach them on how to do this business, those will never change. The content may be tweaked a little bit, but I just want to share, I don't know if Trevi's on the call, but I know it's her son's first day of kindergarten, but her cousin was at Celebration Blitz on Saturday. And I watched Trevi, and I hope you guys have seen it too. Some of you have seen Trevi grow personally. I mean, she's a different person. And her cousin said to me, "Thank you so much for sharing Isogenics with Trevi." I mean, not only is she building an amazing business, but she's built herself. She's healthy now. She was so skinny. She's happy now. She used to be so anxiety. I mean, I hope this is okay. Actually, Trevi won't mind at all. I mean, we were just like, it gave me chills, and a few tears were brought to my eyes to think of where Trevi was when I first met her 2 years ago, and you know how she has blossomed. It's so cool. So let's go out, guys, and create that heart connection with people. Let's make this the best recruiting week ever, and just absolutely sprint past your fear. Fear is all about you. Make it about the other person. Your business will dramatically transform once it goes from what can I get to what can I give. It will completely transform, I promise you. So everybody have a great week. We'll see you next Monday, if not sooner. And let's go recruit. Bye, guys.